Are you looking for the best treadmills? In this video we will look at some of the best treadmills on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Schwinn 810. Schwinn is no longer just the bike brand your grandpa waxes poetic about, but a full-fledged home gym equipment operation with some solid, mid-range stationary bikes and treadmills. The 810 treadmill has been around a while, but hits the company bullseye. Performance-wise, it almost perfectly matches the NordicTrack T-Series 6.5S above, offering the same size deck, top speed, and incline range. And while the 810 loses out to the T-Series in terms of horsepower, with 1.9 HP versus 3 HP motors, respectively, that may not be an issue unless you're racking up 50+ mile weeks. You also might get more mileage out of this model's built-in workout programs than the NordicTrack's iFit package. Also nice, a built-in fan and a running deck that's cushioned enough to keep your feet and knees from barking, a blessing for long-distance runners racking up miles. While most of the treadmills we've selected fold up for easy storage, this, relatively, lightweight 155-pound machine should be easier to transport, though you'll likely still need to recruit a friend to move it. A major point in the Schwinn's favor is how well it syncs with Bowflex Paid. Explore the World Fitness app. Bowflex owns Schwinn Fitness, hence the crossover branding. You'll need to BYO iPad or phone, but it offers programmed runs from around the world, with the video automatically adjusting to your speed. At number 2. NordicTrack T-Series 6.5S Treadmill. NordicTrack was the singular mid-range player in the commercial market that Olympic-level coach Bobby McGee would recommend to us for the average runner. Though the 1750 model he suggested is still for sale, it's taken a dip in ratings thanks to a recent software update that locks your treadmill unless you've bought into an iFit subscription. While this one uses iFit programming, too, reviewers seem to indicate that there's a manual start button on this machine that bypasses the subscription entirely. The brand's gentler-on-the-wallet T-Series is also one of the highest reviewed and best-selling treadmills on Amazon, sacrificing tech like a touchscreen and making modest compromises on incline and top speed. The 10 miles per hour max still nets out to a 6-minute/mile pace. But what sets the NordicTrack apart from its mid-range competitors is a beefier motor. Specifically, the T-Series 6.5S has a 3-horsepower motor, easily outpacing the Schwinn 810. Both runners have the same max speed and incline range. That means the NordicTracks will be doing less work, and should last longer and/or handle more miles with ease if you're looking to get your steps in regularly. One caveat is that the NordicTrack is a heavier machine, 200 pounds versus the Schwinn's 155. Integrated hydraulic lifts make folding the deck easy, but it's still a heftier machine if you're planning to roll and stow your treadmill often. Oh, and it's worth noting that NordicTrack has discontinued the entire T-Series line, including this model. That won't affect the warranty, but it does mean that once Amazon sells out, the most affordable NordicTrack model will be the brand's EXP line, which starts above $1,000 and isn't currently sold on Amazon. At number 3. Sunny Health and Fitness Classic Treadmill. If you want to push yourself with top speeds of 10 miles per hour, you'll need to shell out a little more for our top picks. But for treadmill newbies or more casual users, the Sunny Health and Fitness Auto Incline Treadmill checks the right boxes, which explains why it's so popular on Amazon, too. Its major differentiator from the ultra-budget treadmill pack is the automatic incline adjustment, as in, you can use buttons to adjust the angle, even mid-run, rather than manually changing the deck tilt before hopping on. The top speed is a slightly modest 8 miles per hour, a 7:30-minute/mile pace, likely fast enough for anyone not doing HIIT-style sprint training or running distances at close to paces. Of course, at this price, comparing the Sunny to treadmills that cost 5 times as much is unfair. Of course you don't get a big old touchscreen display or smart connectivity. The deck size is comparatively cramped, and it's not going to feel super sturdy if you're in the vicinity of the 240-pound weight limit. That said, the Sunny's lil blue LCD screen does let you track all the important numbers: speed, distance, calories burned, and heart rate via a handrail sensor, and basic Bluetooth connectivity means you can take a call or play tunes through the built-in speakers, though it won't sync data to apps like Strava, Runkeeper, Apple Health, etc. Finally, it fits nicely into smaller spaces, especially with its folding deck. Reviewers do note that you'll need to purchase additional belt loop, so you might want to add some to your shopping cart while you're at it. At number 4. Horizon T101 Treadmill. Horizon has constructed this treadmill with a durable frame, and both the frame and 2.5 HP motor are covered by a lifetime warranty. Parts and labor are covered by a 1-year warranty. On top of that peace of mind, this popular treadmill boasts similar specs as our top picks from Schwinn and NordicTrack. The T101 matches both of these machines with a 10% incline and 10 miles per hour top speed, which should satisfy all but the most hardcore runners and athletes. It also has ample deck space for hitting your stride. Unlike most treadmills in this price range, the T101 has Bluetooth speakers, which you can use to listen to your favorite music or workout classes, and you won't need a paid subscription to connect. There's even a USB port to keep your devices charged up while you run. Some users have complained that the stereo speakers aren't of the highest quality, but you can always throw on your headphones or earbuds if they aren't meeting your standards. This workout machine comes preloaded with 5 preset exercise programs and has simple user-friendly controls. At number 5. Sperax Treadmill. You don't have to go too deep into #Fitstagram to see someone hyping up the benefits of doing steady-state cardio with an under-the-desk treadmill, aka a walking pad. Paired with a standing desk, it's pitched as a health hack for those of us looking to squeeze in some steps or who've seen our work commutes disappear, or maybe never had one in the first place. Since speed and incline aren't really the name of the game here, a good under-desk treadmill is really a function of having a solid build, slim design, and smooth, quiet operation. The remote-controlled Sperax checks off all those boxes with ease. The 6.2 mph top speed, a 9:41 minute/mile pace, is really more of a jog, and more than enough to prove just how fit you can get from walking. You can even flip down the handlebar to fit the Sperax under a desk, though keep in mind that doing so limits the speed to 3.8 miles per hour. Reviewers have also noted that it's surprisingly quiet, but with such a slim track size, big and tall users will need to look elsewhere to get their steps in during the day. At number 6. Urevo Foldable Treadmill with Auto Incline. Urevo makes some of the most popular folding treadmills in the world, and now they're dominating Amazon, too. As a true walking treadmill, the max speed is just 4 miles per hour, but the automatic incline feature, itself a rarity in this category, will dial up the intensity if you're looking to sweat, and lets you try the TikTok-famous December 3rd, 30 workout. A handheld remote control also lets you control everything without stooping down, which is nice. As with the Sperax, the Urevo has a pretty narrow belt for stepping, though it's slightly wider than the former. How we chose these treadmills. In our guide to the best treadmills overall, we spoke to running coaches and endurance experts on how to shop for treadmills and what makes some treadmills better than others. We used that intel as our guiding criteria for this story, considering factors like deck size, shock absorption, maximum speeds, and motor power. In a previous version of this guide, we included several popular models such as the NordicTrack Commercial Series 1750, the Bowflex T22 treadmill, and the Proform Pro 2000 Smart Treadmill, so why are they no longer included here? Many users have complained of a recent iFit software update that has jeopardized well-known brands like NordicTrack, which works exclusively with iFit on its built-in programming, by locking screens for users that haven't subscribed to an annual iFit subscription. Likewise, many of these premium gym machines have collected troubling user reviews from Amazon shoppers related to performance, longevity, and assembly. We avoided iFit-enabled machines that had an abundance of negative reviews, and poured over shopper complaints for the remaining models on this list to look out for similar red flags.